We're all descendants of the finest dragon fighters from everywhere the Vikings ever traveled.
Okay, let's go. I like that.
Yeah.
So let's go. How do you guys deal with the pressure of doing a live action out of one of the most beloved animations of the last decade? If there's any pressure, I don't know.
Yes, there's great pressure. There was great pressure from the start. When Universal first talked about doing a live action version of this, my immediate response was, okay, I don't even like the trend of live action remakes, but I'm very protective of this world and these characters. And so if you're going to do it, I want to be involved, because we have a lot of fans and they are going to be also very protective of these stories.
Sure. Do you think
because I think that's one of the exciting challenges, like Dean way more so, but me as Stoic, I feel like a bit of a custodian of this franchise, and you go, oh, if you're doing it again, so am I. And I have to say, on this whole production, from everything, from costume to production to hair, makeup, performances, the passion and the attention to detail, and I think that was part of what was a motivation, was there might be suspicions, but just wait till they see this in terms of cinematically, visually, emotionally, action-wise, that people will come in and go, oh my God, and literally take a step back and when they first see the world, and then be swept up and transported into another dimension.
Dude, let's go! He's a friend!
What's your relationship with the animation? Like, before doing the live action, you were like fans? Like hardcore fans? Because here in Brazil, I don't know if you noticed, but here in Brazil, like, we have a cult following of this movie. It's so famous here.
When I was younger, my dad used to read me the books, so I was kind of in it even any of the movies. My dad used to read them to me and my sister to go to sleep. So I was really, like, from very, very early on, How to Train Your Dragon has been in my orbit. But I think the movies, and I think definitely for both of us, I mean, Mason dressed up as Hiccup for Halloween when he was younger. Like, it was properly, these are like childhood heroes. And so I do think that there's something so amazing that this is coming out, because we just get to celebrate this movie that we all love so much, and then we also get to celebrate something new and exciting that we've got to do. It's very cool.
Well, tell me that story. Now you said you dressed up as Hiccup. What do you mean? Like, years before doing the character?
I think when I was like 7, I remember I was supposed to be like Kylo Ren or something. And I told my mom last minute, I was like, I want to be Hiccup. Because in the second movie, he had like that dope armor, and I was like, I really just want that. And she just went on Amazon and found like the cheapest thing possible, and I just walked around my neighborhood with that.
We're constantly bothering Mason's mum so that she can find the pictures of him in his.
And it's not like she's on my side whatsoever.
It's very sweet.
Wow. You've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
Well, you've already done that.
It's something crazy. What's up to us?
Us?
Stick with me.
There's lots of people that say live actions don't make sense as movies. Just go see the original. You know, why are you doing live actions? Those people say. What would you say to those people about the magic of a live action that you have already started to say? But if you want to develop a bit more,
I think in this case it was about the richness of the world that we could bring, because there is great wish fulfillment baked into How to Train Your Dragon. The fantasy of having a creature and having a bond with this animal, and in this case an animal that can fly. You know, I think everybody around the world can buy into that wish fulfillment, but here's an opportunity to do it with complete photoreal credibility. And so the dragons feel real. They feel like animals of this world.
Then anybody that would have the questions that you would, and I know you've seen the movie, you love the movie, but I know you have to ask those questions, but I think anybody who has come in that had any of those questions gets it. By the time they leave, they go, okay, because they're, I mean, often I've come on like a couple of screens, there were people shaking and screaming, crying. Yeah, it really takes you on a journey, which is great.
Stick with me. All right, bud, you ready?